My reason for the hair was it was a team idea. A couple of guys came up with it, and we just thought, dye our hair. We were kind of slumping, and we dyed our hair, and we're gonna get hot and go for state.
The point of the hair means that we're in it for the long haul and that we're not ready to lose, and that we need to get to the state to make it worth it.
Thoughts on the bleached hair is that we're just in it to win it and have a fun experience.
Meaning behind the bleached hair is we're ready to win at all costs.
The reason for the dyed hair was, we did it as a team, so just about everybody on our team's got dyed hair, and I think it tightens our brotherhood.
Thoughts on playing at Gym Pat is that it's going to be a really fun experience and a really good experience.
My thoughts on playing at Gym Pat is I've never been there, so I'm just ready to ball, son.
Playing at Gym Pat is going to be really fun. You're playing at a college stadium, big D1 program as a sophomore for me, but I feel like that'd be really cool.
Playing this first game at Jim Patterson just means we're one step away from our goal, which is the region championship, and then going on to play at Kentucky.
Yeah, playing at Gym Pat, it means we're doing our job, and we're close to our goal. It's just a stepping stone to our main goal, which is winning state, but that means we're going to compete for regionals. That means we're one of the top 4, and take care of ourselves Monday, and then big game Wednesday, so yeah.
Down in the North Bullitt game is that our offense clicked. We were hitting everything they threw, so it was much easier to give me confidence on the mound to go the whole game and throw a shutout. Once we had run support, it was so much easier.
Self-coaching yourself, all right? I'll probably just introduce the drill to Bradley since it's the first time we swung. It's really not complicated. It's actually almost offensively elementary, the drill is, right? But this is the part of hitting that we never work on, right? So we'll set up here. And you're going to verbalize to yourself as you're coiling or loading, 1, 2, 3, okay? So what we often do is we get in there, we got 40 guys on a team, they all want to hit. 15 of them probably shouldn't be hitting, but they are, right? You've got 4 lanes, and you just get in there and swing aimlessly, right? So the 1, 2, 3 drill is we're taking our time and we're prepping this move, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then we're getting our swing off, okay? Nothing really over the top here. We want to make sure. And you can still prep like you were. One of the things I see. Good. It's more batty. Good. All right. Command drill. We know the command drill. Okay, I'm showing you the command drill. More or less, I'm going to give you 2 commands, right? The first one, we're going to do a step-in command drill. It's a little bit different, all right? The first one, we'll step in here. All right, and the focus is I not only want to coil, but I want to be in control of my coil, okay? So even if you don't lift your leg, this is a great body control drill, right? So I've stepped in here, right? Now, you're going to keep coiling, pulling back, stretching until I give you the second go, okay? So, and then we're going to launch our swing as quick as possible, all right? So we'll step in here. Devin, you give me 2 commands. You ready? And we'll get our swing off, okay? The focus is I want to be in complete control of my body. Some guys go, I don't hit like that, though. It doesn't matter, right? Even if you never lift your foot off the ground, the ability to stay ready and stay prepped and then get a swing off is huge. Step in. Go. Good. Go. Go. Nice. Go. All right. Go. Good. Hitter. He's wanting to feel as if the pitcher is there, all right? And he's going to work on cooling back and delivering his bat out from his body here, all right? So the feeling is, this is a great drill for D. The feeling is I'm going to coil back, and my first move isn't shift body weight and go this way, which is what we do most of the time anyway. The feeling is I literally want to launch my barrel from behind my body, okay? The goal here, the Japanese hitters are onto something, okay? You guys probably haven't spent too much time watching them hit, but there is rumors that a lot of their first round in BP, they try to hit the ball in the stands. Like they pull the cage back in the first round as they try to make guys hit balls in the stands, okay? I can't verify that, but that's what they say. The thought process behind that is, okay, I want to see truly how deep I can launch my swing, and how I can maintain that good direction, okay? So yours would just be angled the other way. You would feel like the pitcher was basically the shortstop, and yours would be just like Devin's, okay? Now, if we hit a ball straight in front of us here, where would that ball go, D? Well, straight in front of us this way would up the middle. But if we go,
Over second base or in the 4 hole.
right, like I'm burning the right fielder here, okay? That's awesome. That's what we're going for. You're burning the left fielder. That's the thought process, okay? Let's do it. You can drive at right fielder for the lefty. Line drive, launch it from back here. It's going to feel really weird, okay? 2 more. I'm talking first thing it is, Coop, launch it. Good. All right. So all we're training here is pitch recognition, all right? That is a fastball. That is a ball in which I got incorrect. It's down, okay? So this is once again something we never train, okay? The only thing we can replicate this with is live ABs, and we do that in February, basically, right? Okay. That is a fastball for a strike. All right, one more here.
Slider for a strike. No.
I'm going to fastball strike. Devin had it. One more. Come, baby. Ball. But I think you're in a good spot. I think you're feeling good, right? I would just love to see us. Hands can stay right here, all right? I would love to see a coil just take them to behind our back hip, right? So it's not like a purposeful twist here. It's just I'm coiling enough to get things behind my back hip. And then I think that opens up our direction. I start moving, you start moving. It was. It's probably been hit 400,000 times. Oh, baby. I'm going to start going out and in, out and in. Maintain that good direction. Good. All right, so that ball is, we're burning a left fielder there instead of hitting it off third base coach's shoestrings, right? That's wonderful. And the hitch tracks even had you going off the wall there, so. Good. I'm going to mix speeds on you, okay? You'll be able to tell. Okay. And the premise is this, not to make you feel anything else than awesome going into Monday and Wednesday and how we're far. The premise is this, right? I want to get ready, which you do a really good job of doing, and I want to stay ready for those pitches, okay? I think you do a really good job of getting ahead in counts, staying ahead. So you're dictating what the pitcher throws, right? Well, we want to be ready. Let's just say whoever you face on Monday, whoever you face on Wednesday, they're dialed in, and they go fastball, 3 inches off, which is called a strike in high school 85% of the time. And you're like, okay, that's fine, 0-1. But then he dials one in here, right? If he starts controlling the at bat, we have to be ready to continue to prep, and hit what he gives us. Good. Good. So when we see that thing pop up, we don't hang and we definitely don't come forward. We try to coil back even more, okay? Good. Very nice. Yeah. That thing pops up, you keep coiling back here. Good job. Nice. That was awesome. If I watch that in game, you stay back and hammer a baseball up the middle, I'm just like, as a pitcher, which I'm not, I go, I don't know what to do with this guy anymore. Like, I can't use that, that's for sure, right?
That's exactly what Hedges did. He threw me the curveball, went up the middle, he threw me a fastball, and I was 7 years early and somehow hit it fair.
2. Uno.
That bat in the summer,
Ready?
low curveball, snapped it straight in half.
If you see one pop up, just keep coiling here. Woo! It flies at Patterson too, boys. Big time.
Wind likes to blow straight up the center.
Good. So our hope is this. You're right in the middle of a round. I'm going to totally ruin all your mojo right now to talk to you, okay? Our hope would be this. Your fastball timing and coil is really good locked into left center field, right? That's why you hit the ball that way. And it looks like you mean to, right? Here's the hope. When we see that thing pop up or when we recognize breaking ball, okay, which being a left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher, you don't get tons of probably. It's more change-up action, right? But when we see that thing pop up, the hope is that we do continue this way and we stay locked in that way. What I did and what we will battle with as a left-handed hitter is I see that and my move to stay back is this way, right? And then my best result is a 4-hole base hit, right? So that's...
I've been drifting a lot. I've been trying to stay up, but I'll just keep falling.
Right. So, and the way we combat that is kind of like that command drill with the step in, is we just feel ourselves stay here. Now, trying to execute that with 3,000 people watching you play baseball, and you got a little cardinal as an emblem behind home plate, that's difficult, but that's what we're going to have to do. Three. Yeah, good. Just hit that thing dead center. No worries. One more. You're good. Last one. Last one. Yeah, baby. All right, Coop. I'm good. I'm good. You guys, 3 coil. Get behind our back hip and work on launching the barrel out from our body. Okay? So this is the last drill we're doing here. You get 5-8 in, feel good about it, we'll move on, okay? Good. And yeah, do like left foot line, like left foot is good. Got one. B's in here, but the thought press normally when we're doing live ABs is not like I want to recognize what's coming out of his hand quickly. It's just I want to hit, right? So with game sense here, we are going to work on another aspect of hitting we don't work on very much, and that is seeing pitches out of the hand and identifying them, okay? So we'll do this. Wednesday? One of us? Thursday. Thursday? How do we feel in the box? Good? Yeah, I feel good. Good? See the ball. Good, man. Very nice. Good job, Colin. Hit 3 more here. 3 more and break. Two and a break. Almost. I would love to see us a little bit more. So, especially when we do cage work. That's why I want to be really intentional with what we're doing. When we do cage work, right? Like sometimes the sound of the bat and the fly of the ball will confuse us, right? And we can just be like, I'm locked in. I think you are locked in, right? I would love to see this. I think it will help you as you continue to get a steady diet of these guys, all right? And you continue to hit fourth in your lineup. That's a pretty good lineup, right? I would love to see this prep move. This is all I'm asking you to do. Go from here to here. So I'm talking coiling maybe another 3 inches, right? All right. I think here's what happens, okay? I can be just as quick, just as explosive, right? But I do think this. I think I have a much better chance of going out from my body and maintaining good direction. What I did not understand about trying to hit a breaking ball when I was playing was kind of like what happened right there, right? It was kind of like, there it is, right? So I wasn't deeply coiled. I was kind of hanging out here trying to stay back on it. And the very best thing that could happen for me, being a left-handed hitter the majority of the time, was a four-hole base hit, right? If we can get to a spot where we're consistently getting everything behind our back hip, instead of hanging here, we just go, right? You're a type of guy with your strength and your bat speed, where sometime in your career, it's not that far away, it could be now, you can sit on a breaking ball and hit a breaking ball in the ballpark and never ever feel comfortable doing that, okay? You could tell me breaking ball's coming, I couldn't hit it, right? That's the difference between us. Okay, so you're the guy that if you can get back here routinely and just get this behind your back hip, yes, we can go 0-0. I lined the fastball at the middle last AB, so he's not going to give me that. You can go. Okay? Sound. Great job. Ball's positive. Woo! I might lead on the hit tracks.
Yeah, it did.
Woo! All right, you're done this round. Yeah. Very nice. This guy doesn't like lefties very much. Good. So, you're doing it right now. This is the thought process. I can take this in the game right now. Right? I want to be early with my coil so that I can be ready the very second he lifts his leg. Right? I'm ready to hit now. 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 Right? That's what you're doing. The very first one, I didn't comment because it was your first one, and I lobbed one in here like 14 miles an hour. Right? He tried to get it going, right? We'd already committed to swinging and stopped coiling, so we went,
All right, put yourself
right?
up, down.
But if we can go, I'm going to be ready now. It doesn't really matter what he's throwing at that point. We're ready to swing, right? Good job, brother. 2 more. We'll keep these rounds short.
You want rosin?
Yeah. If you're this ready to hit both those pitches, I know it's front toss, I know it's still feet away, right? This should give you guys an abundance of confidence because what high school pitcher is going to be able to get a pitch by you, right? Like none. I faced a few guys in my high school career that I was like, that guy's good. Don't tell him that. Last one.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. One more. One pick after failure here. Last one.
I'm gonna hit down.
I'm not saying. There we go. That's it. There's all the color, get ready. I bet it.
All right, so what we are doing today is making sure that you are physically, mentally ready to go compete, to advance, and go chase the state championship.
Right.
Pretty cool work, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know when you're going to throw, so we're preparing you for everything. That means that it is likely that you find yourself in a tight spot in your next outing. And it could be, if you lose, it's over with. So my freshman year of college, I was a reliever. It's the only experience I ever really got as a reliever. I came into a game, our second game of the conference championship or conference tournament. We had lost the game before that. I was throwing the next one, and it was double elimination. We're in a tied game. I came in a bad spot and got us out of it in the 8th. I go back out for the 9th, Everybody's fired up because I'm getting a clean inning. Our offense has started clicking better. And I hit the first guy in the thigh. Threw it hard, missed barely, hit him in the thigh. They bunt him over. I think I fielded the bunt, got the out, and then got a fastball in on a guy's thumbs, and it went up the middle. Probably came out with about 44 miles an hour. Shortstop runs to center field. Play I've seen him make before. It's a tough play to make. Hits him in the palm. It lands. The runner at second wasn't respecting the play. Guessed it was going to be missed. Took a chance. Got it right. Scored. Our season's over. L. Keating. Last game of the year. That sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks to deal with. Now, what you got to understand is that there was a year after that. So regardless of what happens here, you get a summer. You get summer ball. You get a year after that. Or you go be a junior, and junior year is usually where you kind of find yourself and you come into some things and you get ready to dominate. So you got to understand that accepting what the failure is, like if you come in a bad spot in this DeSales game on Monday and you come in, winner runs on first pitch double in the gap, DeSales wins. L. Klein hits. That will hurt. And you will never forget it. And life will go on. You'll still get to drive your new blue truck. It'll still be your birthday. And you'll remember that forever. And it will be okay. You will someday hopefully have a wife and kids and make a good steak. Life will go on. So understand that the failure, the worst outcome doesn't impact your life really at all. Okay? There's nothing that you're going to do in the next couple outings unless you just throw a hissy fit on the mound that's going to impact college baseball either. Okay? You can impact it in a positive way. I know that sophomore looked ready. Like he was really ready to go. Or, you know, some guys could look at you and be like, yeah, he's got potential. Potential is starting to get an annoying word for you, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that a little bit.
It's kind of like saying you're not good enough yet, you know? It's just like he has what it takes, but not there yet.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like you're trying to teach a kid how to spell. I give a lot of baths right now. I got a 2-year-old and a baby. We've got the letters in the tub. All the letters needed to spell out Cooper. Now, he don't know how to put Cooper up on the wall, but we got all the letters. You're a kid that has all the letters, okay? You don't need to get bigger. You don't need to get stronger. We've just got to get it right and get it out, and it's going to happen. Every next time you take the mound is a time where it could click and just set into like, oh, I figured out how to create that character where I just go and I'm a dog. And then I walk off the field and I ask my mom if she needs help with anything at home. Okay, we're trying to figure out how do we get to that separate character. And a lot of that comes from the confidence to not be trying to figure out what's supposed to happen in the middle of a game. You know what's supposed to happen, you know what all that is, so we can forget about it. I know that's my default setting, is I'm going to do the things right, okay? So what we're doing right now is situational work. All right, situation. You got sent to the bullpen in the second inning. You were in trouble, starter got out of it, all right? There's a lot of things playing out in the coach's mind if that happens, okay? And none of it involves you, by the way. Once you're sent to the bullpen, a coach is trying to win a game. So I've been down there for 6 innings before and you get frustrated. I need to trust that you're ready if I'm a coach. I'm trying to win a ball game, and I'm trying to win a ball game in a tournament. So if I burn my starter through 1 1/3, I'm impacting the outcome that we win a game if we advance. So I sent you down there just in case, but I really would like for that guy to figure it out. If that guy figures it out, let's say you've been in the bullpen for 5 innings. What would you be doing in the bullpen if you were down there forever to stay ready?
Throw a little bit. If the inning ends and we're on offense, take a little break.
Yeah.
Then if it's back and they get runners on, get back to getting ready.
But when you're taking a break, you're watching a game that's emotional.
Right.
You're hearing your buddy's dads cry out what could be their last baseball game ever. Okay? It's emotional. High school postseason baseball is about as emotional as it gets. It is emotional. We don't want to feel anxious. What can you physically be doing that is low stress, low impact, doesn't fatigue, that makes sure that you're going to perform your best physically when you're out there?
Working on my breathing.
Breathing? Yep, breathing techniques. Maybe as that pitcher comes set against your offense, maybe mentally, nobody's going to notice this. Like, high school guys are so worried about what they look like. No one is staring at you, okay? They notice that your head is far away from the ground when you went to the bullpen, all right? As a tall kid. Some of those guys are going to know who you are, okay? Pund is going to be in the other dugout. It's another kid that works with us, so they're going to, oh, it's Kleinhens, I've seen him, yada, yada, yada. He's going to say what he says. None of that controls where somebody's barrel goes. So, hello, I'm Keaton. I'm over here. And as the pitcher comes set on the other side, you've been down in the pen forever. Maybe as he comes set, you're practicing mentally your pre-pitch routine. Don't have to physically do it. We can stand here and watch a ball game too. But maybe you're... If he throws 18 pitches in that inning, you just practice your pre-pitch routine 18 times. 18 reps of something in the gym is a significant amount. There's 3 sets of 6.
Right.
Okay, so we just really got reps there. Okay, now our guy goes back out. If he's been cruising, maybe we're just, all right. You can come up. You're good. Runner on first. All right, down. And hopefully you got somebody down in the pen with you that's in charge of communicating to the dugout. Hopefully you know what that situation is. But we need to not do too much too fast if it's early in a game. Now, if it's, get out of here, get hot. Okay, get hot. But have you ever seen where that happens and then the starter figures it out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hot now. I don't need to throw 62 pitches in the bullpen. I don't need to be over here stressed for an hour.
Right.
Maybe I sit down. Maybe I'm down on a hip, watching that inning, driving a hip forward with the pitcher as he throws the pitch. Maybe I'm just feeling my shoulders be deep and my chest expand. Okay? Make it physical more than mental while simplifying the mental. Okay? There's a definite world where you can spend an hour in a bullpen before an outing. There's also one thing we're going to talk about. There's a world where you get a text on Tuesday night that says you're starting a region championship. Okay? How would we handle that mentally?
Kind of.
I'm saying
Well,
Tuesday night, you're eating dinner with the family. Jeff Bowles texts you and says, it's your ball tomorrow.
Probably make sure I go to bed early.
Okay? You are going to factually feel your heartbeat and your lungs. Okay? I've started one of these before. You are going to feel your heartbeat in your lungs as you go to sleep. If you get that text, yes, sir, ready to compete, blah, 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 phone away, watch away, no screen time an hour before bed, get outside, feel air, go for a walk. You got a dog, went to the vet for a checkup today. What's your dog's name?
Tucker.
Tucker. You and Tucker are going to walk Rivercrest and get a nice little lap in, okay? And we're going to get ready to compete. It's supposed to rain Tuesday. Walk your dog in the rain. Now Tucker needs to be dried off, okay? Now you think about a wet dog and how it might stink, and you're not worried about, okay, tomorrow, I want the phone gone. I want the TV gone. I don't want you to talk to anybody. I don't want you to talk to me. If I text you, hit me back in the morning. You know what I'm going to be doing.
Right.
I'm going to be checking. Make sure we're ready. Okay. Yes, sir, is all you're going to respond. Sounds good. It's going to be the text after that. Because I know you. You're going to stay simple. So keep everything simple. All right? So right now, we're going to do our bullpen entrance saying, okay, regardless of which game this is, Monday or Wednesday, this is if you lose someone on the field, who are your seniors that aren't playing college baseball?
Will Calhoun. I think, let's see.
Jack, right?
Jack, yes. Jack.
So your center fielder.
Chase, Meredith, Garrison.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So if you come out of the pen, there's a good chance Garrison's handing you the baseball. Okay? I don't know who's starting. If you're watching this and it posts before games, I'm not giving anything away because I specifically did not ask. There's a good chance you take a baseball from a guy who is handing it off for the last time. There's a good chance your center fielder is playing his last innings. You hold the baseball. That's pressure. Okay? You're in an ACC stadium. That's pressure. There's going to be guys back there that determine future outcomes. You're a sophomore. You're large. They're going to pay attention. Do you control that?
No.
It's outside of our circle. Do you control that Garrison's a senior?
No.
Do you control that Jack's a senior?
No.
Do you control their emotions? No. What do you control?
Shoving.
Let's do that then. All right, situation. You're coming in. You got bases juiced, nobody out. You're up 4. Okay? Up 4, bases juiced. 0-0 count. I love that we're in the stretch. I am not a fan of the windup in any on-base situation, especially in high school postseason baseball, because if that's a courtesy runner for the catcher, it's the fastest guy on the team. If we're in the windup, he might just go. Okay? Stretch if somebody's on. Simplify that. Not something we have to think about.
You can throw.
Yeah. One out. By the way, you're playing against a high school that's like 4 miles from the stadium, so it's going to be loud. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce situational stress. Okay. Large lead at second. You're getting a ball high chant from the other dugout. Ball high, ball high. 2-0, get your swing off. He doesn't want to go 3-0 here. Get a good secondary out there, score on a ball in the gap. Talking to the runner at first. Strike. We're 2-1. Go through a full breath. We're 2-1. You hear from the dugout, doesn't want to go 3-1. Your dugout says, watch the squeeze here. So squeeze, where's the ball going? Good, 2-2. Squeeze, where's the ball going though, in that situation?
Back to me.
Okay, if you get it, where you going?
Home.
You're up 4-0.
First.
Probably first. That's got to be dead to right, easy flip. Okay, because the worst thing that can happen momentum-wise if that happens is we make that play and that guy's safe because that dugout is going to black out. Those two dudes are going to clang helmets, right? And they're jumped up, and you got a 60-foot walk back up here. That's where a momentum change happens. Listen to your dugout. They're going to tell you, I believe the ball goes to first base, unless that is a 20-foot out. If it's a bang bang, I'm turning, I'm setting my hip, and I'm delivering a baseball. Play third base, play first base. You can play baseball, okay? Believe that you're a fielder. We're 2-2. We got bases juiced here. We're up 4-0. Loud dugout. Looked on the black to me. Umpire does not call it. Full count. Bases juiced. 4-0. Jim Patterson Stadium. Lose or go home. Tie and run at the plate. Nobody out. Tough spot, huh? What do you control right now? You're breathing. You're going to need to be breathing. Nowhere to put you, babe. Get your swing off. Anyway on. Scared of you. Your dugout blacks out. Do you control that?
No.
Okay. We have one out on a punchy. It can fuel the fire, but it can't give cold chills. Because it's still a live ball coming back to you. If you're blacked out and that guy has timed up your catcher, he could run. It's postseason high school baseball. Dudes do stuff. That could be a sophomore over there whose heart is beating out of his throat and he's just, and he goes. Okay? Really ready for anything right now? Okay. We've got one out. We've got bases juiced. We're up 4-0. We've got a fresh batter. Okay. Say this is their 3-hole. Okay. For both of those teams that you could be pitching against, you're going to know who that guy is. You're going to actually know that name. You're going to know who he is. You got bases juiced here. Okay. For either team you may throw against, this is a really good batter. Okay. So if a ball goes in the right center gap right now, where are you going to run?
Home.
Okay. Show me where you're going to go to get to home.
Right center.
Okay. Have you been taught much of this before?
Not really.
Okay. When we're bases juiced here, we're going to be prioritizing home plate because that's where the scoreboard changes, correct?
Right.
With bases loaded, that means that there could be a play at the plate or where? Third. So we definitely want to go between home and third because those are the two places where the play could happen.
Right.
Okay? So what we're actually doing, regardless of what gap or where this ball goes.
Would I run to that dugout pretty much? Like in
Yeah.
between?
Yeah. Now singles, we got to get there, okay? Because that play's happening now. Singles, it's a sprint, okay? Balls hit the left, we sprint here. By the way, it's a sprint, period. All right? If I see you jogging off a mound at Gym Pat, our next warm-up's just going to be 100 unbroken burpees. Here we go. So singles, balls in front of your outfielders. We're sprinting, but we have to also know if that ball gets by them. So we're sprinting, but we're heads up on it, okay? If it's a ball that's pinged or we see launch, okay, we know that this is going to be a double or a triple. We could get the runner from first at third potentially, but that's probably a play at the plate. If that guy's already too far gone, we may get the hitter at third. We're going to have to be here, okay? So we're sprinting essentially to the mouth of the third base dugout. So if we hear that happen, we are off the mound as fast as we can, literally as fast as we can. Our butt is on the fence. I need to hear you say that. Where's your butt?
On the fence.
On the fence. Why?
So nothing gets past me.
If a baseball gets behind you, who's fielding it?
No one.
No one. We're just playing merry-go-round, all right? Laps and laps and laps. Tie ball game, inside the park home run type stuff. That's the worst possible outcome.
Right.
Okay? So if a ball gets hit in a gap, we are butt on that fence over there. Now, I'm not effectively backing up either base right now. Okay? I'm in a useless spot, but I'm in a read option. You watch any football?
Yes.
I'm hearing the call from my catcher. It will be Luke Renfro. Okay? You will hear Luke go, 3, 3, 3. If your ball's in right center, you are immediately sprinting, even with, you are stacking just like you're a cut. Where's your butt? Against the fence. You might have to sprint 115 feet to get in line with the throw. Can you sprint 115 feet?
Yes.
Fast is how you sprint that 115 feet. Because if that ball gets by, it's a tie ball game, buddy. You're the only guy that can get there. Left fielder might be able to get there, but do you control him?
Nope.
No, so we get there. Because I'm not losing a ball game because somebody didn't back up a base. I'm the guy that can also back up that base, so I'm going to get there. So if you hear 4, 4, 4, same principle. Butt on the brick, in line with it just like you're the cut, and get back there, okay? And one thing that I don't talk about much is if you actually get that, and that guy is somewhere between second and third, be sure. Because if you put that thing in left field, that's a bad walk back to the mound. Okay, so if you end up backing up a base and you have a throw, be certain you should throw it. I watch a lot of high school guys make those throws, and it's like, you knew that was safe. Okay, be sure. All right, you got an idea about what I'm about to do to you?
Yeah.
All right, so we know where we're going. We're bases juiced, we got one out, we're at 4-0. We're in Jim Patterson Stadium. Our dugout is blacked out now. You're hearing big loud me, because I'm going to have a heartbeat with you. I'm going to be there, all right? Hum 10, nobody better, babe. We're on. Here we go. We control what?
Breathing.
Yeah, so do some of that. HBP. Okay? Bases juice. This dugout was screaming, now that dugout's screaming. All right. It is 4-1. Bases juiced, 1 out. Your coaches are over there anxiously arguing about infield depth. It's 4-1. Got a really good offense. They're playing back in the middle. All right. So let's talk about this. You got to listen to your dugout. You have a glove on, right?
Right.
So they might hit you a ball. If you get a baseball, what are you doing with it?
Go more.
We got 1 out. Bases juiced. I'm talking boom, boom, in the pocket. Where are you going? Got 1 out.
4.
Make sure you know. Okay? If you don't know, who is the person that's in charge of that?
Like who's telling me where to
Who is the human being that is going to tell you where the baseball's going if you get it? Okay? So Luke's in charge of that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that a Dallas call at all?
No.
Okay. If dugout is communicating to you, they trump him. So if dugout is saying Keaton back to you, it's 4-1. Or if it's Keaton back to you, turn 2. One thing that we need to know is if we're turning 2, which guy is it? So which guy is it? Short, okay? So I need eye contact before I take this rubber. Who's playing short?
Probably all of it.
Yeah, so O'Barn, me and you. Okay? So we just hit a guy. That dugout's loud now. All right? Tying runs now on first base. It's 4-1. Here we go. 1 out. Infield's deep. O'Barn, me and you, babe. We control what?
Breathing.
Then breathe. Dot, 0-1. Deep ball to left field. Four. Ball's caught. Throws cut. Phelpsy cuts it at third. Run in. Run him from second. Did not tag to third because we hit a cut. We didn't sail it. All right. So we're 4-2. 2 down. Runners on first and second. Does your breath feel better here?
Yeah.
We have 2 outs. Okay. At 2 outs, we're soft contact away, or we're us going to get a punchy away. Okay. Where's your play if you catch a baseball?
1.
Drag bunt, third base side. Said third base side. Phelpsy fields it.
Oh, third base side?
Yep.
Oh, I think it's first base.
Phelpsy fields it. Guy's quick. Really good bunt. Safe. For a hit. Bases juiced. It's 4-2. Go ahead and run on first. All right. 2 outs. Single to right. 4. 3. Runner shot at third base. If that happens, have you ever heard a cut call change like that? Like you're calling for 4 and it's in the air towards your first baseman and they're realizing we got a guy dead to rights over here? You ever seen that happen?
Yeah.
You ever seen a pitcher max effort sprinting along the third base dugout?
Not in high school.
I will next week. Okay? If we say we want to be who we want to be, that is part of it. You want to impress a college guy watching a baseball game, get your wide open 760 time down a third base dugout. Okay? Because you control what as a pitcher?
Breathing.
Breathing. You're going to be out of breath. You don't have a pitch clock. Take your time, get your breath back. But I do know this. I do know if that throw to third ricochets off your third baseman's glove and it caroms towards the third base dugout and you're standing back behind the home plate as you watch a run score, I do know I would scratch your name off a list because you don't know ball. I do know that you would never forgive yourself if you knew you could have been there and you lose by 1 on your 16th birthday. Control the effort stuff. That's easy. That's the reason why college coaches care so much about that is because baseball is so hard. It's really hard to be good at baseball. It is really not that hard to run to third base and just be there if a ball's rolling. My son could do that, he's 2. Just run that way. The effort stuff has to just be, I know this is who I am. I know when that play is happening, I am going to be full speed chugging down a third base dugout. If I know that about myself, it gets a lot easier to control this breath because I know what to do.
Right.
Okay? Different scenario. None of that stuff happened Monday. We stood there and we watched the ball game the whole time, and we were mentally ready to compete. We were maybe doing some reverse throws and plyo work to get ready for the outing. Okay? We got sent to the bullpen. We threw for 2 innings down there, and starter went CG. Never needed me. I'm going to have a positive attitude about that. I'm ready to compete on Wednesday and win a region. Okay? Klein hands. You say you want to be great, the ball is yours tomorrow. You read that in your phone. You go take Tucker for a walk around the neighborhood. It's raining. All right? Got to dry the dog off, man. You put the phone away. The watch is away. The friends can wait. The TV can wait. You wake up to a text from me. You good, big dog? Yes, sir. Go compete, kiddo. Sounds good. The phone plays music. That's what it does the rest of the day. If Jeff Bowles texts you, you respond. If Jeff Bowles does not text you, you're not on your phone. Okay? We're ready to go. We have no distractions. Distractions produce anxiety. Okay? We know who we are. We know we can trust our effort. We know we can trust our breath. We know we can trust us. Pitch 1, big fella. You went through your regular pregame routine. You're starting a region championship game. You are going to notice that this is Jim Patterson. You are going to notice that this is a region championship. Let's go pitch 1. Glove slap, compete. Glove slap, compete. 0-1. Glove slap, make them uncomfortable. Glove slap, make them uncomfortable. Glove slap, make them uncomfortable. And then we just go have a day. And we play baseball. It's the same baseball it's always been. That's what I keep telling guys. Your little buddy, freshman Fenwick, got a pinch hit the other day. Tough spot. He's on deck during an offensive conference or pitching change, whatever it was. Got his attention. I said, it's the same baseball it's always been. It's 5 ounces, got 108 stitches. Played 17 inches wide. You get about a 20-inch zone in high school. Take advantage of that. It's the same baseball it's always been. You've played a gym pad before. You got a lot of buddies that haven't. It's just a turf baseball field. You play on a turf baseball field.
Right.
The only difference is they got a toilet in the dugout. That's the only difference. Gaps are bigger, so you got to know your backups. It's also, you're going to realize that 350 is just not deep to center. So if the ball's pinged real good, you get fast outfielders, they can go get it. Okay. I am very comfortable with what I see in your eyes right now. Is there anything else you feel like we can do right now to make you ready?
I don't have anything.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
I'm excited for you, man.
All right, today we are making another playoff push. We've got these guys in. They're going into their 3rd round of the regional tournament and the biggest game of a lot of these guys' careers. So once again, I'm working with a lot of talented hitters. They have a very potent offense, and what we're trying to do today is continue to make sure their headspace is right and prepare them to swing the bat. And I was able, with a lot of them, to work on fastball, breaking ball stuff. What I was doing there is hoping to get them in the mindset of, I want to get ready to hit as soon as the pitcher lifts his leg, and if an off-speed pitch comes, a breaking ball comes, I'm still cooled back and ready to launch the barrel. And we ended everything off today with a more live look. I stood probably 45 feet away and threw my best BP fastball. And that's one thing guys don't get in season is game reps other than the game. So I hopefully get these guys 8, 12 at-bats and that live setting and have them feeling good going to Jim Patterson come Monday.
I worked with Keaton today on being ready for any spot that he may find himself in at Jim Pat in that tournament, whether that's a starter or relief appearance. I'm not going to share that. I don't want to give anything away here, but we want to make sure that he is ready to control his breath, control a moment, and dominate. So everything we do is focused on playing the game in pants. I want to reiterate that. We do not train guys to look good on a Rapsodo. We train guys to look good on a game mount. the box, same story. We want real results for baseball players, not guys that train. So hope you guys enjoyed watching today. Thank you.